Hello, everybody. Ali here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm actually coming at you from Tokyo right now in Harajuku, where the Tenga Land experience store is, right upstairs. I'm going to be chatting with the marketing director, and then we're going to be heading to the head office to talk with the product developer, and we're going to be talking all about sex toys, sex culture, pleasure, and a whole bunch of fun stuff. So you definitely want to stick around for that. So let's go see. I recently came back from a trip in Tokyo, a very brief trip. But during that time, I decided to get in touch with Tenga, a brand that I've worked with, because I wanted to get to know them a little bit more. So it's pretty cool being able to travel across the world and, meet in person the brands that you're working with, see what they're up to, get to know them a little bit more, and just learn a little bit about their culture. That's what I did. And if you don't know what Tenga is, it is a Japanese sexual wellness company, and they are leaders in the pleasure product industry. They're mostly known for their male masturbators and their strokers, but they also have a female care line called Iroha, which has been around for a while now. I own a few of their products, and I really, really love them. I just find their products so unique and so different than from a lot of products that I've seen up until now. The design, the creativity, the innovation the artistry that goes into the work of these products is truly, truly amazing. So I got really lucky and I got a one-on-one tour of their flagship store with a Tenga specialist. She showed me all around, she showed me all the products. We talked about sex culture in Japan and so on. It was so interesting. And I also got to visit their head office where I had a chance to speak with the product tester. Yes, you heard that right. The person who is in charge of testing all the products. So we're gonna get into that in this video. Don't worry, I also did a few touristic things while I was in Japan during that very, very short stay. I did the crossing, I ate some ramen and all that stuff. So we're gonna get into all of that in this video. All right, let's talk sex toys in Japan. Hello, everybody. So we made it to Tenga Land, the flagship store. So we are here with Monica, a Tenga specialist. I'm so happy that you agreed to have us today. And she is going to be taking us around the store and telling us a little about Tenga and showing us all these fabulous toys, which I'm so excited about because I feel like this is going to be some kind of immersive experience. I've already saw Tenga game there on the screen. I know there's some kind of video game going on. So tell us about that as well.
There is actually a lot of stuff here, and I hope you guys will enjoy. And let's take a round of the lap.
Yeah, there's so much to see.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the first things that I noticed about the store was that it doesn't look like a sex toy store. The front line is full of clothes, beautiful clothes, like designer items almost. And later I learned that it is very strategic and done like that on purpose because they don't want the store to scream sex, sex, sex. Why? Because chances are people are going to be scared and won't want to go inside.
Like a lot of the people who come by, they will be like, oh, that looks interesting. And so we want to make the opening or the side that's facing the customers, like something interesting that will pique their interest, because like sexuality in Japan, it's kind of hard to approach. It might be something people don't want to showcase, be like, I'm buying sex toys. So we start out with something opening, clothes, fashion, and then we slowly lead you into the toys area.
Oh, I love that. They decided to put clothing items as the main attraction to get people to come into the store. And then once you're in the store and you get to the back, you realize, oh, they sell sex products too? But by that time, they're a little bit more invested in their experience. So they're more open to seeing what other items this store has to offer. But when you look at the clothing, it is beautiful, beautiful designed. And I love that they pair with local artists and they ask them to design something that expresses their sexuality, sex positivity, and what it means for the artist, because for Tenga, they see themselves more as a lifestyle brand. And, most people express themselves and their lifestyle through fashion. So they feel like it's really important to be able to express, sex positivity and their sexuality and their sexual needs through fashion statements. And I think that is really unique and different, and not something that you always see with a sexual wellness company. One thing I love about Tenga is that they don't just sell sex toys. They've created a whole experience around sexual wellness and education, and a commitment to making conversations about pleasure open and shame-free. Now, when you think of Japan, there is this deep-rooted cultural modesty when it comes to talking about sex, and that they just don't do it, like many societies in the world. And so I really wanted to know from Monica's perspective, how has conversations around sex been dealt with in Japan? And, in terms of Tenga being a leader in the sexual wellness industry, how it was viewed when it came out over 20 years ago versus how it is now.
How long has Tenga been around for again? So actually, this will be our 20th anniversary.
Wow.
So we're like our big 20th birthday right now. So we're doing a lot of exciting things this year. So yeah.
That's so fun. And when Tenga first opened 20 years ago, how has the shift been in terms of how people view it 20 years ago versus today?
So I think when we talk about masturbation in general in Japan, back in 20 years, it was very much like within male masturbation is very much like a gag. Like people joke about it, comedians often talk about it, laugh about it. But as we started, where our CEO wanted the brand to be like, not everyone wants to masturbate to a woman or like an anime character or something. They just want to relieve themselves. They just want to feel, relax or something.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, go to sleep. Just relieve stress. So why does everything have to be sexualized? Like, we don't want that. That's why we created the original cups. Something that's, you can just use and relieve whatever tension you have or urges and feel good. And that's it. No guilt. You don't have to feel ashamed or anything. And we were very lucky where a lot of celebrity and people started talking about it, and people became more and more known to be like, hey, masturbation's not that scary. There's actually a lot of good benefits to it. And so people are more open to it. And now within Japan, we have a very high awareness, where people they might not have used it, but they definitely know what Tenga is.
Okay.
So one of the other really cool things that I loved to learn about was their Tenga healthcare line.
And then we moved into, this is our special THC Tenga healthcare line. So within the Tenga group, we have a special brand called Tenga Healthcare, where we focus on, for some of us at different stages of our lives, we might encounter some sort of sexual health issues or, concerns. And so we've provided products to kind of help support your issue or overcome those issues. For example, we have the training cups, where if you often have premature ejaculation or have a hard time, these will kind of train you. So you can teach you how to properly masturbate and stuff like that.
I love that.
They have thrusting pillow trainers that help you learn how to thrust properly. They also have a few products dedicated to pregnancy, which is a part of sexual health. And, they identify that it's not just a female thing, it's a couple things. So they have some products related to checking if your sperm is healthy. It's a little kit that you buy, and you can use it with an app on your phone. They have pelvic floor measuring devices. They even have books that are dedicated on how to teach your child about sex. They're very much invested, not just, in the pleasure products that we all love, but in sexual health in general, because it's such an important part of our lives, friends. Okay? We talk about wellness, we talk about eating right, we talk about sleeping, talk about exercise, talk about not drinking, all the things that make us feel good, but we never talk about sexual health. It's not just about fucking. Fucking is one part of it. There's a whole range of things that sexual health is so important for you. So I'm really impressed that this company really dedicates a lot of their time to kind of focus on the spectrum of sexual health and not just pleasure itself. So, ladies or men, if you're watching this and you want to get something nice for your ladies, okay? Their Iroha brand, which is their female pleasure line, but a lot of these products can also be used with partner play, are beautiful. They don't look like sex toys. They look like beautiful little decorations that you would put in your bathroom, like a candle that smells good or something like that. No one would ever know it's a sex toy. But I'm gonna go over my top 3 that I was shown that I loved so much, and one product that I've actually used and have, and it's great. So the first one is this Iroha Petite. It's a single-use toy. It's kind of like a ring. It's not really a ring, but it goes like in between your fingers, and it's made of this biodegradable material. It looks like a flower.
And it is not a vibrator or like a dildo or insertable. It's more for exploration and great for partner use. And it's kind of, it feels like this.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's
I
like,
just got goosebumps.
yeah, a lot of our feedback is like, it feels like someone's licking you. So
Yeah.
it's great for foreplay. And depending on the details, you can really like play around, use it all over the body. We would not recommend inserting it inside because the handle's quite small. It's more for like external pleasure.
Oh, that feels so good.
Right.
I love getting my skin rubbed. So
I think this is such a great item to buy as a gift for someone. I want to even purchase these just for my friends because I think they're so cute and feminine and dainty. And basically what you do is you wet it and you use it to kind of rub on your skin. Because of the intricate design of the flower, you feel this interesting texture and it sort of melts on your skin, and it's just really nice. So that was one of the products that stuck out to me in the store. It's super tiny, but it's so cute, and I love texture and temperature play. Now, the other item is the Iroha SVR. So this is the product that I actually have. I think I have it with me here. Yes, I do. I have it with me right here. And I have it with me because I am currently traveling and living out of many houses at this point. Anyways, that's a long story. So I'm moving around a lot and I need something small and dainty that I can bring with me for pleasure. So this little guy right there, this tiny little baby bullet is my lifesaver because it's so light. I could just throw it in my toiletry bag and it goes with me everywhere. And it matches my magic wand product in terms of like vibration, frequency, intensity. It does the job. And it's also a partnered pleasure product because this little guy can go on the shaft of the penis and you can use it as a vibrating cock ring while you have sex with your partner. So anyways, I love this product and it is my lifesaver right now because I'm living out of a suitcase for the next little while. If you are interested in more travel content, you can check out my Patreon. I actually posted a few different travel vlogs, Japan vlogs on there, and from other parts of the world too. So if you're interested in that, in where I'm going, what I'm doing, also I have some spicier stuff on there as well. Just some like behind the scenes content, community engagement. Maybe if you're lucky, I'll send you a postcard from wherever I am. You could check that all out on the Patreon. And just so you know, if you do join, you can join for free and get access to a few things. If you join as a paid member, you get access to a lot more. But whichever one you decide to join, just know that it keeps me very motivated to continue learning and creating content for you all. So I really appreciate your support, and you can check out the links in the description below this video if you want to check that out. And the other product is the Iroha Mai, and it is a G-spot vibrator. And what I love about it is that it uses some kind of special vibrating technique. Honestly, all of these sex toy companies, they all have fancy names for the different kinds of like vibration motors that they use, and I cannot remember exactly the technicalities of it. But what I do remember is that the motor vibration matches that of rhythm. So there's one that is the waltz. So when you turn it on, it's the rhythm, it's the vibrating rhythm of the song of the waltz.
So this pattern is waltz.
Ah,
You can actually hear
oh my God, it really is the waltz.
And then they have this other special featured one that represented by this famous Japanese model. And she loves the ocean and she loves whales. So they made this special G-spot vibrator match the sound of whale noises. I mean, who comes up with this shit? They also have other interactive features in the store. They have a Tenga cup vending machine because vending machines are super popular in Japan. Wherever you go, even if it's the most random place, you're stranded in the middle of nowhere, there is a vending machine with a drink available for you. Currently, the vending machine is only available in the Tenga store, but pretty soon you'll probably be seeing it at the local train station. Who knows? And they got a Tenga video game where you shoot from the Tenga cups. By the way, the Tenga cup is the classic male masturbator, and you shoot aliens.
So
Last
this is
but
the
not-
Tenga game.
Last
and
but not least.
it says, let's like defeat the evil. So you can choose, do you want to protect the earth, protect Japan, or protect nature? Let's do protect the earth.
And who's the evil?
The aliens
The aliens, okay.
that are coming. So the cups will shoot out things and you just kind of...
Oh my God, that's so cool.
What? Oh, I love that. Yeah. And see if you can beat the high score.
I can see how this can come addicted very quickly.
It's a great place to hang out and just, you know, discover some new interesting items. So I also got to visit the head office and meet the CFO slash product tester slash sommelier, which he is mostly known for, Sunichi Tezuka. So not only is this guy the right-hand man of the CEO, but he has probably one of the most important jobs of the company, and that is testing the products, which is why he's called the sommelier, because he's very skilled at looking at a product, testing a product, trying a product, and making sure that it is ready to go. Now, I filmed the whole interview, but unfortunately my microphone wasn't working, so I won't be playing any of that for you today. But he told me a little bit about his job, and can you believe that this gentleman has tested over 6,000 products in the last 12 years? Wild, I know. Tenga releases about 300 products a year. Like, wow. And sometimes if they're, you know, about to do a launch of something, sometimes he has to test 20 to 30 products in one evening, which is crazy. So I know some of you are probably thinking to yourself, well, how does he do it? How is it possible? Well, it's his job. And with lots of training and skill, Sunichi has trained himself to test these products, feel pleasure, but still think logically at the same time, because he can't get too excited or too engulfed by the pleasure, because he needs to think about the quality of the design and not just the pleasure itself, but why it's feeling good. What is it about the product that is triggering, that is giving the sensations, and like where the sensations are happening in the body and so on. So you really need to be skilled at this job. I don't feel like it's something that anyone can do. And if you're wondering, he does not finish every time he uses a product. All right, he has to contain himself until the final finish at the end, once he's gone through all the products. Sunichi is committed to the cause. He is committed to breaking down the barriers and the stigma that is surrounding pleasure and making sure that we have quality products to enhance the pleasure in our lives. Now, one thing that I also love about Tenga is their commitment to making each and every product very focused on enhancing different kinds of pleasure, especially when it comes to male masturbators. So when I think male masturbator, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know much about male masturbators before getting in the whole sex education industry. I just thought it was like a sleeve, you put that on your dick and you just stroke up and down and like, that's it. But what I have come to learn is that men also enjoy different kinds of sensations on their penis. So a lot of their products have a lot of different textures. I didn't really know that was a thing, and it made me realize that, men need different kinds of textures, different kinds of pleasure as well, not just women. So it's not just about getting to the final finish. It's about enjoying how it feels. For example, one of their products, the DX spinner, which is actually an enhanced version of the regular spinner. So some of you may already have it. This version is their more enhanced version. So it's a little bit bigger, it's a little bit thicker, and the spinner has these internal coils that allows for this spiraling sensation as you go up and down. But you can get the spinner with different kinds of internal textures. So some have long ridges and others have beading. And I think that's really cool as a man that you can buy a product that fits your specific texture needs and is not just a one size fits all kind of thing. I just want to say a big, big, big thank you to Tenga for allowing me to come and visit the store and visit the head office. I definitely got a few freebies while I was there, so I'm very much appreciative. And I just want to say a big thank you for trying to make the world a better place and doing the work that you do, because it is so important. So I'm really happy to be a part of that pleasure movement and, making it known to the world that pleasure and sexual health is an important thing to talk about. I personally am still getting used to talking about these taboo subjects, but you guys just make it so much easier for us. If you are interested in checking out Tenga and any of their products, you can click on the links below this video. If you want to check out the Iroha SVR, which is my personal favorite product, or the DX spinner, or any one of the very unique Tenga products, then click on the link below the video and you could get access to whatever you need. Also, finally, if you're interested in learning more about my travels, so getting access to travel vlogs or other behind the scenes content or exclusive details on some of the juicy stories that I share with you online, or you just want to say hey and support me as a content creator, you can do so by checking out my Patreon. So if you click on the link below this video, you can join the community. And remember that if you do, it really motivates me to continue going, continue learning, and sharing some really cool information with you all. So I want to say a big thank you for watching this video, and arigato.